Ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday, happy trimester 2. Welcome back from Thanksgiving. I hope you're full. I hope you're happy. I hope that you are ready to start up again. You crushed it.
Guys, we are ready to start Try 2. We want to start this morning meeting by thanking everybody who took the time to give us feedback to really make our community stronger. We listened to students, we listened to staff, we listened to families, and we took all of the creative ideas that you guys came up with and really tried our best to come up with some really strong solutions to make our community even stronger for Try 2. And we're excited to share those with you today.
So we have 3 big changes. Change 1, mandatory tutoring Wednesdays, asynchronous class time, and cameras on. Get excited.
So the first one we're going to talk about is more instruction-based. The first 2 actually are more instruction-based. So the feedback that we have received from students in various grades are things like this. Classes are moving too fast. It's too hard for me to stay caught up, and I need a break from my laptop.
We also heard that people felt like they weren't recognized for all the responsibilities they had in their lives and feeling like they didn't have enough time to check in with their teachers. We really wanted to make sure we addressed all of these pieces of feedback.
So in direct response to that, we came up with a pretty major schedule change. So for trimester 2, Wednesdays are now going to be called mandatory tutoring days. So in trimester 1, Wednesday was an asynchronous day where you would go to half of your classes. It would switch off A and B week. Your teachers would pull you, some students for small groups, but then if you weren't pulled for a small group, you would just you would do an asynchronous assignment, and then you would have the assessment makeup window that you could take part in at 12:30. Well, the difference this trimester is that Wednesdays there will be no new class content. It is dedicated mandatory tutoring time. So for those of you who have been at a Dsst school before, during regular school when we are in person, you know exactly what mandatory tutoring is. It's when your teacher signs you up and you get to work on content to really make sure that you understand what's happening in class. The schedule is going to be the exact same every Wednesday. No new content. You get signed up for mandatory tutoring. This allows for more flexible time for you to get the help that you need and to stay caught up when you are struggling. Just as before, though, we will continue to have the assessment makeup window happening from 12:30 to 2:30 to continue supporting test makeups. So what is this going to look like? On the right side of your screen, you can see the schedule at a glance. Your course teachers are going to sign you up in Compass. You have been receiving, maybe you've been receiving these Compass emails for being unresponsive for CP. But if you haven't, you know what Compass looks like. If you've been at DSST before, you get the notification when you are signed up. Your parents are also going to receive a message home Tuesday evening when you are signed up. That's the same as when we are in person as well. When you are signed up, you will attend mandatory tutoring based on the blocks on the right side. Even if you're not signed up for mandatory tutoring, though, you will attend Wednesday advisory as normal for attendance and to make sure that you are organized for the day. Now, this is really, really important. You have to attend advisory in the morning on Wednesdays. That is critical. It is for seat time to really make sure that we are setting you up for success. Your advisor may also sign you up for a one-on-one that immediately follows advisory to really support your success as well. They will let you know if you are signed up for your one-on-one at that time. And then, of course, you will attend based on the schedule, those 30-minute blocks of time, the classes that you need the most support in. So, well, what happens if you don't get signed up for mandatory tutoring? Well, there are lots of things that you can do to make sure that you have a plan to use this day successfully. You can ask yourself, did I get homework last night that I can work on? Do I have tests coming up Thursday and Friday that I can study for? Do I have any missing assignments in Infinite Campus? And even if you didn't get signed up, you can still make up missing assignments. You can still go to assessment makeup if you have a missing test, and you can attend office hours in the afternoon if you have questions for your teacher. And if you're feeling really great, congratulations. You can take this time to do what's best for you, for your learning and for your health. No matter what, though, make sure that you are using this day to be successful. The second really exciting change that we are making is what's called asynchronous class time. Now, this is more typical of what you saw on Wednesdays in trimester 1. We're just moving it to different days of the week to really spread that out. This is a direct response to students asking for asynchronous work time because it helps them to take a break, to really relax and de-stress during the day. So because of that, we needed to make sure that, you are still getting access to small group instruction, and we weren't getting rid of that by replacing Wednesday with mandatory tutoring time. And so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, at least one class per day, your teachers have the ability to give an asynchronous lesson. Now, it's not going to be a set in stone schedule. Your teachers have the discretion here, but you can anticipate that you will have some asynchronous lessons throughout your classes in the week to really kind of break up the same synchronous structure that you've been used to in trimester 1. Again, they're going to be used primarily to practice content independently and for teachers to be able to support small groups of students who need additional guidance on that work. So what is this going to look like? Asynchronous time, just like on Wednesdays. You join class like normal. You will start class together, and then your teacher will give you instructions, and if you are released, you will be released to the independent work at that time, and the teacher will pull the small group. Your work will be due at the end of the day. Asynchronous days, just like Wednesdays last trimester, it's not just a free period. You must start class for attendance, and you need to be able to receive those instructions so that you can be set up for success. And it's not a time to just blow off the work. You still are going to receive credit for that assignment, so it's going to be important that you use that time wisely.
Now, the third initiative is cameras on. And I want to talk about a couple of major reasons why this is really important. The first is that people are feeling really connected to their adults, to their advisors, and to their teachers, who are not feeling very connected to the community. Cameras can help with that. Additionally, we're hearing it from each of you. We did a big survey with a lot of feedback about how each of you felt about the year. And one thing that kept coming up was cameras on would be helpful. We have some teachers that are celebrated here and some students that are identifying that cameras on would really help creating a positive environment in the community. And so why do this? Why is this important? Number one, community building. We want to make sure that everyone has a chance to see each other's faces. When you do, you have the opportunity to build a relationship in a far better way than you would otherwise. Two, accountability. Let's be real. Whenever I turn off my camera, I'm not working as hard as I would otherwise. We want to help make sure that each of you have the opportunity to learn more, because right now we have that opportunity to do better than we've done ever before, and that starts with cameras. Both are critical. And third is that it's really hard teaching to a bunch of blank boxes for your teachers. This is a matter of support for everyone, not just each of you, but our entire community. So what will this look like? Default for each of you is to put your cameras on all the time. This is your default setting. Cameras on always. This is what it means to be part of a community. It starts here. You don't have to have them on all the time. If you're going to the bathroom, if you need to go to the kitchen, you're helping out a sibling, you have something else going on, it's okay to go cameras off just for a moment and then put them back on when that moment is done. That's absolutely okay. If you don't want your cameras on ever, that's fine. Make sure you communicate with your advisor, myself or Ms. Schultz, to make sure that we have that conversation to identify what the other reasons are why it would be impossible for you to do so. But let's talk about what cameras on actually means. Cameras on means lights on, face showing an appropriate background. If your lights are off and you're in the dark, doesn't count. If we're only looking at your forehead like this, doesn't count. If you have an inappropriate background, doesn't count. It's important to make sure that you are showing that professionalism when it comes to cameras on, because here's the thing, it equals extra credit. If you are consistently keeping your camera on all week, you will earn extra credit in each one of your classes. It is critical. That's how important we think it is. We think that it's so important that extra credit is worthwhile here. So turn your cameras on, earn those points, and show up as a community member. But here's the thing, is we're not going to start this till tomorrow, because I know that you, like me, need a haircut, you need to shower, maybe put on a shirt. These are things you got to do, so make sure that you're ready tomorrow, cameras on. However, if you do want to get started today, we have Spirit Week. Today, Dream University. Where do you want to go to college? Tomorrow, Dream Vacation. Is it space? Is it the beach? Only you can tell us. Third, Wednesday, favorite team, sports or otherwise. Thursday, favorite musical artist. I know that Mr. Khan will be using Drake, but who will you use? And Friday, favorite activity. Maybe it's gaming, skiing, sports, whatever it is. Show up who you are, show up with how it is. We're going to be celebrating these each day, and I can't wait for you to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very excited for trimester 2, very excited for these shifts, very excited for everything that you bring to the table. You are the best. Happy Monday.
Bye, guys.